Yes, we are here. We are live, and it's summertime, baby. I'm Peter Dugan, your host for this evening, and thank you all for tuning in. We're actually live right now, and it's very exciting. It's very hot here in New York, so but I'm trying to keep the sort of pre-4th of July theme going here, red, white, and blue. Thanks to the lamp behind me. So yeah, I'm feeling festive. If you're feeling festive, get into the chat section. Tell us where you're watching from, and tell us how much you're enjoying the music along the way. Now, there's a lot to celebrate right now as we approach this summer. And the big thing is celebrating the end of our season. It's been a remarkable season here at From the Top. Just kind of staggering the level of musicianship and artistry that we've encountered show after show after show. And so with that in mind, we're going to share with you tonight music from actually 7 different musicians who performed on our show throughout the season. You're going to be hearing from people from all over the country, all different instruments, but all of the video performances that you're going to be seeing are actually taken from behind the scenes footage of our actual radio recording sessions. So you're getting this behind the scenes look, and then you're going to actually be meeting all of those musicians who are going to be joining me live in real time right here. So it's a really exciting program that we have for you. I'm so stoked for it. I can see already the chat is blowing up. Hello to Megan Swan. Hello to Gretchen Nielsen. I see Richard is watching. I see Pam is watching. Chris is here. Chris, so good to have you with us. Janet, hello. If you want to shout out, just put something into the chat. In fact, we're doing something new tonight. Okay, so listen up, everyone. Listen up. How many of you want a t-shirt? How many of you want a free t-shirt? Let me see those armpits up. If you want a free t-shirt, now's the time. We're going to put a link in the chat right now to a t-shirt contest form. And at the end of this show, we're going to announce who the lucky winner is. Okay, so you should see that link coming up right about now. Go ahead and put in your information for the form, and you could win a free t-shirt. It's a From the Top t-shirt. It's not just plain red like I have on. It's a real From the Top t-shirt. Okay, so please participate in that. And now, enough of me. Let's get on with the music. We're going to be hearing first from 2 musicians back to back. The first one is going to be Jayme Billings. She's a fantastic saxophonist from Vermont. And you'll be hearing a behind the scenes performance from our recording session that she and I did up in Boston. And then you're going to hear from the great cellist Christy Choi. She and I will be playing some Rachmaninoff. After those 2 performances, we'll get back on here live, and you'll get to chat with Jayme and Christy. But for now, here's the music. Wow. Oh, that brings back great memories. There they are. Hey, Jayme, it's so good to see you again. And there's Christy. How are you guys? I mean, gosh, seeing those videos, it just brings back really, really great memories. I loved working with each of you, with both of you. And I could just go on about like the excitement of, first of all, you know, with you, Jayme, it was crazy because we were in different rooms and we were only hearing each other, you know, through headphones. And it was just like this really intense experience. And then also intense with you, Christy, because I'd never actually played. That's a solo piano piece that, as you know, that I've never gotten to play with a cello before like that. And it's just like, I've taught that piece. I've played that piece as a piano piece. And then when I heard you play it, it was like, oh, now I understand how it should sound. So anyway, I want to hear from both of you. Maybe Jayme, you go first. Like, talk a little bit about what the experience was like for you, seeing that, bringing back memories, and you know, how was the recording process, which we just saw? How did that feel versus like when you actually heard yourself on the radio?
Well, the recording experience was really amazing. I had a great time. It was in the middle of COVID, so being able to go to Boston and have a semi-normal experience was really great for me since I was going through a hard time at that time. So yeah, it was really amazing. And then seeing that recording, yeah, it was really cool. Hearing the piece again and having me play it again, it was, yeah, really cool to hear. And also thank you so much, Peter, for playing with me on that one.
Oh my gosh. No, it was a blast. We also did on the radio, we also did the slow movement as well. Yeah. And I remember you just like got into this really tranquil vibe and then we just hit it on that finale. Christy, by the way, I don't know if I've seen you without a mask on, Christy. So like, nice to see you. This is cool. Tell me about what the experience was like for you.
Well, first of all, hi, Peter, and hi, Jayme. And yeah, I don't think I've seen you both without a mask either. So this is really exciting. But when I went to record in New York City with Peter, It was such a great experience because actually, since I was a senior at that time, I was doing a lot of college audition recordings and things. So this was actually the first time in a while that I was able to record something fun, that I was able to like play my heart out, I guess. So it was such a good experience, but also listening to the recording afterwards through podcasts and the radio, it was different from watching it on a screen. It's just a whole different experience from a MP4 to an actual like radio broadcast. So it was really cool to listen to our voices and our playing through that. So
Yeah. Before I let you guys go, like what is next? What does the fall look like for each of you? Jayme.
Well, for me, I'm going to be looking at colleges this summer and hopefully visiting a few. And I'm going into my senior year of high school next year.
Yeah, congrats. And you, Christy?
I will be attending the Juilliard School this fall, starting with Miss Clara Kim.
I've never heard of that school. Sorry. I'll have to Google that one. Congratulations. That's awesome. I'm super proud of both of you, and like just such amazing artistry. Thank you. And thank you for being part of the From the Top family. Now you're in the family, you're in for good. So really happy about that. Thanks both. And I'll catch up with both of them a little bit later. But for now, let's go on to some more music. We have 3 performances back to back to back, each one very different. The first is going to be Bobby Park. He's a ridiculously fantastic violinist, and he's going to be playing a duo with one of my co-hosts on the show, Tessa Lark. Then we're going to hear from Ellie Perez-Hickman, who's an amazing oboist. And then after that, we'll go to a pianist named Lindsey Yang. They're coming from all different parts of the country. We're going to meet them after they play, but let's hear some music. Bravi, bravi, and there they are. Yes, you all are so great, and I didn't get to actually play with any of you, but I was there, at least virtually. In your case, Ellie, when you were recording, and just so much fun to relive those performances. Now, what I learned is that actually all of those three pieces that you brought to our show, those had never been heard on our program before until you all played them. So, that's really exciting. And I thought that as a way of sort of celebrating the originality of these pieces, you all could ask a little trivia of our audience. So all of you at home, are you ready to play? You're going to have to put your answers to these questions into the chat section. And let's start with Bobby.
So this is my trivia question. Based on what you heard, what country or regional area does this music bring to you? For example, each movement of Bartók Violin Duos has a title to it. And the two movements that you just heard have a particular region as its title. So you don't have to name each country. You can just say like Middle East music, Northern African music, or something like that.
Whoa. Okay. So it's the same region for both pieces or two different regions?
It's the same region.
Same region. So everyone just has to put in the chat the region that they think that music came from. Is that right, Bobby?
Yes, that's right. That's
okay.
correct.
All right. So everyone get on into the chat section and tell us where you think that music originated. Now, the interesting thing about Bartók, of course, is he's considered one of the founders of ethnomusicology, the study of ethnomusicology, because he spent all this time out in the countryside collecting these folk songs, actually recording them. And it was the very early days of recording technology. And he recorded and then transcribed these folk songs. So we have guesses coming in for Hungary. That might be my guess too. We will give it, another guess for Hungary. What do you think, Bobby? What's the answer you were looking for?
So that is correct. It's actually Eastern Europe, so part of sort of Hungary, because it's actually the first piece that I played was Transylvanian Dance, and this second one that I played was Ruthenian Kalameka. So for the ones that never heard about Transylvania, Transylvania is a historical region that is located in central Romania, which is sort of part of close to Hungary, I guess, because it's Eastern Europe. And Lithuania is also a country that we would today refer to as Ukrainian, Belarusians, Slovaks, or Polish. So yeah, it was different. It was Lithuania in the medieval era, but now it's different. So yes, it's sort of close to Hungary. So I would say yes.
Transylvania. I that would have been a good. I wish I had guessed that one. Bobby, thank you. You're into history, right? That's kind of like an interest of yours.
Yes.
Yeah, I never would have guessed based on. No, I love it. I love the way your mind works. You're such a thorough guy, and but man, I loved when you recorded that with Tessa because you just let it rip. Thank you for your question, Ellie. You're up next.
Hi. So continuing on the topic of regions, I guess most people think when we think of composers and like where they're from, I feel like most of the time they're pretty like centered around Western Europe, but William Grant still isn't a Western European composer. Can you guess what country he's from?
So what country is William Grant still from? And put those answers in the chat section. And I'm glad that you brought that up. And I don't want to give anything away. I think I know the answer. I do believe I know that one. So I'm not going to say anything. But it's an appropriate question that you asked. Ellie, so you were recording. You're from Florida, but you study at Interlaken. Where are you right now? Are you in Florida or are you in Interlaken?
Yeah, I'm in Florida right now. So vacationing.
Nice. When you recorded that, of course, you were in Interlaken, and a big shout out to Yaru, your pianist, who just played beautifully with you. All right, so the answers are coming in for USA. Ellie?
Yeah, that's correct. He was born in Mississippi and grew up in Arkansas. So very American. I think his name gave it away too, but
Yes. We do have 4th of July coming up. William Grant's still someone whose music is, thank God, being heard more these days. He's a Black composer and fantastic. Just a lot of great stuff that he wrote. And but that's his only piece for oboe. Is that right?
yeah, even he actually played oboe, but that was the only piece he wrote for oboe,
Oh.
I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you again for sharing that with us. And great job. Our audience seems like they know their stuff. Lindsey, what's your question?
Hi, everyone. So my question is, what was Shostakovich's favorite sport? So actually, he didn't really play this sport, but he really liked it. So if you can guess.
He didn't play it, but he really liked it. I actually don't know this one. I'm going to guess cricket. Cricket. That's the sound of not knowing. Cricket. Yeah. Anyway, bad joke. So, Lindsey, while we're waiting for the answers to come in on Shostakovich's favorite sport, where are you you're in California right now, right?
I am. I'm in the southern area near LA.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you recorded that on stage at Colburn. You study at Colburn?
Yes, I do. This coming semester, or like this new year, I will be in the Colburn Academy.
Fantastic. Congratulations. When you play that Shostakovich, I really try not to hear "We wish you a Merry Christmas," and it's difficult. It's difficult to get that one out of my head. All right, we've stalled enough. Oh, we have a couple of different answers here. Some people think soccer/football. No one guessed American football, but we have guesses for ice hockey. You want to tell us the correct answer, Lindsey?
Yeah, so actually it is soccer/football, or we don't call it football, but
Right.
yeah, it is football. And actually, a little fun fact, Shostakovich also had a ballet. It's called The Golden Age. He wrote it at the age of 22, and it's a football ballet. And I actually didn't know that until like recently. So
Come
I
on
think
now.
it's pretty cool.
Come on. So have you seen it? I don't know this piece. I'm sorry. Have you seen it perform? Do they actually?
I don't know. I
turn-
could, but no, I haven't.
I want to see this now. I mean, I'm picturing people dressed like typical of the ballet, but they're miming like kicking. I can't demonstrate because my foot is down here, but that's wow. I want to see that. All right. Well, thank you all. We're all learning every day here at From the Top. Thanks to all of you. Your performances were truly beautiful. A round of applause for all three of these musicians. And at this point, I want to take a moment to thank all of you who helped support us at our gala last month, or almost a month ago now. And also for those of you who have helped support our year-end fundraising effort. Today is actually the last day of our fiscal year. So if you would like to consider making a gift, either because you weren't able to attend at our gala, or maybe you want to give again, we would really, really appreciate that. We are a small independent nonprofit, and it's supporters like all of you that make it possible for us to continue to support all of these young artists like the ones you're meeting tonight. So if you actually are able to get a gift in tonight, that would really help us end the year off well and start the next season with confidence and excitement and exuberance as we move towards the future, which is looking really bright and beautiful and hot, because it's summer and it is hot in this room right now. Let's get on to some more music. Thank you all so much for your support, and thank you all so much for being here. Oh, by the way, the t-shirt contest is still ongoing. Don't forget to register for your free t-shirt. We're going to announce the winner at the end of the show. We're going to move on now to two more musicians. We've got Spencer Rubin, another oboist, and he's going to be playing some Bach along with yours truly, as well as Tessa Lark, one of our co-hosts and creatives. And then you're going to hear a piece that was written by a young composer named Ebun Oguntola. And this piece is for 2 violins and piano. And that's going to be performed by myself, as well as co-host and creative Charles Yang and an alum, Dory Na. So 2 great performances coming up, and then we'll chat right away after that with Spencer and Ebun. So here's the music. Give it up for Ebun Oguntola, who wrote that piece of music that you just heard, and also for Spencer Rubin, who you just heard in the Bach right before that. You guys, it's so good to see you, and such great memories seeing and hearing this music again. Spencer, you were such a pro. You walked into that Bach recording with me and Tessa, and we were just like, what? I mean, you were so prepared, and you played with such style. It was you just made our lives easy and fun. And Ebun, same thing with you. It was just like you came in and you were there and coached us while we were putting your piece together. And you, I have to say, you had that perfect balance of knowing like when to say, actually, like I want it that way, and when to just kind of lay back and let us kind of get into our creative process at the same time. And that's, I mean, I really mean that. For composers, it's really hard to find that balance. And for someone at your age to already be able to have that, it's like, wow, loved working with both of you. So, okay. There's a lot of love going on in the chat right now for both of you. You're just such great artists. Let's move into something a little different, which is our game. So for those of you who tune in regularly to these concerts, you know I like to come up with little trivia games. Since we're doing it live, it's more important than ever for all of you watching at home to participate in the chat while I try to stump Spencer and Ebun. So I was thinking about, what should the game be? And I was thinking, July 4th is coming up, red, white, and blue, yada, yada. And I started thinking about John Philip Sousa, the great composer of marching band music and the like. And I thought about the sousaphone and how extreme the sousaphone is. And then I started thinking, well, marching bands can get pretty extreme. So I went to the Guinness World Records website and I found some pretty amazing records. And that's what this game is all about. But it's going to be over under. Okay, so basically what that means is that I say an arbitrary number for this record, and then you guys have to either take the over, meaning you think that the real answer is higher, or you can take the under, meaning you think the real answer is lower. If we'll do a demonstration for basically how this works. So, for example, the largest sousaphone, how much does it weigh? Okay, I'm going to set the number at 30 pounds. Now, Spencer, do you think the actual answer is over or under 30 pounds?
I would say over. I'm not sure though, but that is my guess.
And Ebun, are you going to take the over or the under on that?
Yeah, I would have to agree. I think it's over.
Over is correct. Yeah, the actual biggest sousaphone, a standard sousaphone is around 30 pounds, but some of the really big ones can weigh up to 50 pounds. Okay, that was the test round. All right, here we go. Now we go to the real Guinness records. First, for distance. All right, so this is the marching band that holds the record for the greatest nonstop distance that they covered while continuously doing the marching band music. All right. The number I'm going to set it at is 25 miles, a 25-mile march. All of you play along at home, 25 miles. Are you going to take the over or the under? Ebun, you go first.
Wow, that's pretty long distance. I would have to say maybe under.
Okay. Spencer, you going to go along with the under, or you're going to go with over on this one?
I think I'm gonna agree with Ebun. I think under.
Well, let's see if anything comes in the chat. There's a little delay here with the chat, but I still want you all to put your guesses in. The answer is actually over. So the world record for distance is 52 miles. And the way this worked, it was the Maranatha Christian Academy Marching Band. And now, to be fair, they didn't actually march like outdoors. I think they were inside a mall, and they were just kind of circling around based on the research that I did, which was, not that in depth, but I think that, yeah, they marched around inside the mall, and they started off with 79. It was kids, in a school, 79 people marching and performing. By the end of the night, it was 18 hours of marching. By the end, there were only 21 left. The rest had given up, or they had like a hospital tent set up in case people cramped up. It was really intense. People go nuts for their marching bands. 52 miles. All right. Next up, speed. Okay. This one's all about the fastest marching band, specifically the speed of 1 mile, the fastest single mile that a marching band accomplished. Okay. And I'm going to set the number at 11 minutes, an 11-minute mile. And Spencer, you're up first. Are you going to take the over or the under on this 11-minute marching band mile?
I think under.
Okay, Spencer takes the under. Ebun.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's under.
Under. Actually, it was over. Now, I see why you went with the under, because you're thinking I could do an 11-minute mile is like a slow jog, but with marching, you're playing the instrument at the same time. You can't exactly, I guess, jog. So it's more of a power walk. I've actually seen, there's video footage of this on YouTube. I've actually seen it. So it's 14 minutes and 26 seconds is the record on the fastest mile. And really, if you watch it, it's just like it's a power walk. And actually, it's all about what the BPM is of the drummers, right? So like standard march tempo, the BPM is about 120. For this world record mile, it was 150. So it's a quick, tempo. But yeah, if you've been watching the Olympic trials like I have, 14 minutes might not seem that fast, but they're not playing clarinets and sousaphones. Okay. One more for you. Okay. This one is about size, and we're going back to the sousaphone. This is not about marching bands anymore. This is about the largest tuba ensemble. All right, now let me clarify something. A tuba ensemble consists not just of tubas, but also of sousaphones, euphoniums, and baritone horns, all sort of in the tuba family. All right, so this is the largest tuba ensemble that ever gathered and performed together in the same space. And I'm going to set the number at 800. 800. Spencer, what kind of a gambling man are you? Are you going to take the over or the under on this one? 800 people in this tuba ensemble.
I think I'm going to go with over.
I had a feeling you were going to say that. Ebun, what do you also think it's over? Or are you going to go with the under here?
I also think it's over.
You guys are good. It's over. 835. It was assembled in Kansas City for their Christmas spectacular, and you can watch video of this too. It's quite a sound. 835 tubas, sousaphones, euphoniums, and baritone horns. So, wow. Thanks everyone for playing. I see a lot of people are participating in the chat, which is fantastic. It looks like most people got these right. You two, thanks for playing along. Spencer, Ebun, that was fun. And hopefully don't forget to listen to some marching band music this weekend to get in the spirit. And now I think it's time to bring everyone back on to say goodnight. So let's bring on Jayme, Lindsey, Bobby, Ellie. Say everyone. Oh, Christy. Everyone's here now. If everyone at home, I mean, we can't hear you, but we can feel it. If you could all just like give a round of applause to these 7 musicians in your home. It's kind of like that Peter Pan moment when it's like clap, 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 and Tinkerbell comes back to life. Please clap at home. We really want you to do that because you all performed beautifully. We still have something to do, don't we? Yes. Shake thumbs up if we still have something we need to do. What do we need to do? Someone tell us what still has to happen here. Don't all say it at once. Oh, I'll say it. We have to announce the winner of the t-shirt competition. All right, so we're going to say it all at the same time. Are you all ready? Everyone listening at home. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Richard Willis.
Richard Wills. Richard just said 3 cheers it's like he knew it was coming. He just said 3 cheers in the in the chat. Richard, you won. We're so happy for you. We're going to be in touch with you so that we can guarantee that you get your From the Top t-shirt. Thank you for participating and thanks for watching. Thanks everyone for watching tonight. It's been a real pleasure sharing this taste of summer with all of you. And I hope you all have a great summer. On behalf of all of us at From the Top, thanks to all 7 performers for their fantastic artistry and for their humanity. So happy to have had all of you here tonight. I'm Peter Dugan. Everyone have a fantastic evening and a great summer.